Hey guys, my name is Marcus Morgan, and first off, I want to thank you for listening, and I also want to welcome you to my new podcast, Alone in My Room. This is the first episode of a new podcast series that I'm starting, and basically the premise behind it is, I spend a lot of time in my room, more than I spend anywhere else, and I spend a lot of time in my head with my thoughts, and sometimes I just want to get them out, and I don't want to ramble on an Instagram story or on my tweets and just shout into the void. So I thought, what better way than to immortalize them in a podcast, and whether it's on Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube, and just have it for a place for me to look back when I'm older, and for anybody who can possibly relate, learn, or just want to listen to what a crazy guy has to say. So yeah. So this first episode, I want to talk about friends. Um, I grew up with, off the top of my head, I can remember two friends that I had, up until about sixth grade. I had one friend, both of them lived down the street from me, and it was kind of just like, you're the only person that like will talk to me, so let's hang out. And our parents got to know each other and things like that. But they were we were kids. We were literal kids, so like they didn't really, they held some weight, but to where I am now, they didn't don't those things didn't really matter. And I remember one of the first friends I had that became one of my lifelong friends. His name's Sal, and we sat across from each other the first day of sixth grade, and we bonded over Naruto, and to this day we're best friends, and he's part of the reason why I have a lot of the other friends that I have. And anybody who knows me knows that I have a tight knit group of friends. We do almost everything together. We go everywhere together. We've been everywhere together. We bounce ideas off each other. We are always seen together. Everybody in high school, everybody knew us as the group of friends that we were. And I am blessed to have them because a lot of people have friends. A lot of people have people they go out with. A lot of people have people that they know, or they drink with, or whatever. But to have the type of friends that I have is truly it's a blessing, because I know not a lot of people have it. Friends that can look you in your eye and hold you accountable for the things you're doing and the way you're acting and the way you're treating yourself or them or the people around you or your partner at the time, or the way you're you know I was gonna say excuse my language, but this content that I'm putting out is definitely gonna be 18 plus. So they can look you in your eye and tell you when you're fucking up, when you're going down the wrong path, and when they see that you're slipping up and you're not living your life to the fullest potential that you can be. And like I said, I am so grateful to have these people in my life. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to all of them. I wish I can sit here and ramble off all my friends, because like I said, I'm blessed to have as many friends as I do in many different circles, people that truly mean a lot to me. And if you're listening and you know that that's you, who you are. And I'll definitely have stories of the people that pop up and the people that mean so much to me, like. But there's a lot of people that have come and gone, and there's no one in my life that I have bad blood with at all, because there's no reason. And I don't think any relationship in my life with somebody will ever end until one of us is off this planet, because if there's ever been a type of falling out or anything, it is, at least from my point of view, it is not a falling out where I just want to, I can erase your existence from one, this plane, and two, my memory or my life or anything. It's just the fact that where I am or where I need to be does not have room for you. And I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't make the necessary adjustments in my life to get where I need to be. And I think a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think that they owe their friends or they owe the people that are in their life too much. And I feel like they don't realize how much they owe themselves, because that's what I was blessed with. I'm blessed with a bunch of friends that if I needed to look at them and tell them, dude, I can't be around you for X, Y, and Z, they will look me right back in my eye and be like, I get it. I get it and I understand and I love you and I will be here for you when you can or when you have the mental stamina to deal with my bullshit. But then that also is, responsibility on my part to look them in their eye as their friend and tell them where they need to change, and I'm not one to try to dictate somebody's life or tell them, what they need, but we are also privy, excuse me, to the growth that we are, capable of and that we need, that we are so open to, accepting that and doing what we have to do to get there. Whew. This talking on the mic thing is a new thing to me. But and when you see people in all their glories, when you see people battling, your friends battling addiction or getting kicked out of their houses or in love and out of love and working 60 plus hours a week or in dark spaces where they can't even communicate how they're feeling. You get to know people on different levels. And I feel like that's when, that true love starts to come for your friends. It's not about what they do for you. It's not about what you do for them. It's not about repaying what they do for you or them repaying what you've done for them. It's about doing what you feel they need in their life for them, and doing it selfishly and never expecting anything back for it. Because I feel like, you can love your friends, but I feel like people don't understand that some of the truest forms of true love come from you and your friends. Because you don't, they don't owe you anything, and you don't owe them anything either. You do everything because you want to and because there's something that they give you. And like I said, it's not a back and forth. It's not give and take. It is, we all have emotional needs that need to be met. And when your friends fulfill those things for you and you fulfill them for them, even without knowing, it helps the beauty and the synchronicity of the universe flow better. It helps them become better people. It helps you become a better person too. And like I said, I'm very grateful for having friends that can see those things and can, maneuver through life and adapt to the changes that we need to make to become the best versions of ourselves, to help each other become the best versions of themselves, so that we can create the best version of our reality around us. Because people don't realize that we are in control of our reality. We are controlling our day-to-day feelings and emotions, and we have outlying factors and things coming from all directions that can change that, and that we can't control those things. But the things that we can control, we have complete control over, and we can manipulate our reality to make us feel happier or sadder or to feel like a victim or to break those molds and break those, toxic mindsets that prohibit us from being the best versions of ourselves. And, I think one of the biggest things I want to say on this podcast is if the people around you, if your friends, if the people you call your friends aren't being what a true friend is and they aren't adding to your life, no, if they're taking away, if they are draining you, if they are not, meeting, contributing to the emotional needs that you need met, then you got to take them out. People, I've heard a lot of even my friends talk about how there's people in their lives that they feel just drain them and just use them or only use them, emotionally, not even just for things like rides or money or benefits. Like it's just when they have something on their mind, they just come to you because they know they can come to you and just rant and let off. But sometimes you can't deal with that. Sometimes you got so much on your plate that you have to deal with what's on your plate first. And if your friends can't see that that's like the emotional need that you need met, then they're not really in your corner for you. They're in your corner for the benefits they get out of it, you know? And because our energies are very sacred. And there's a lot of energy vampires in this world, even if they don't realize it. There's a lot of things that people don't realize they're doing, and it takes a certain kind of person to be able to take a step back and look at themselves and realize that they are, toxic, or that they are contributing to, something that's taking away from you. And it's sad, but you have to go through those types of realizations to start to grow and start to feel better. And the people who truly love you and the people who appreciate your friendship, no matter what you give them, are the ones that truly matter to you. And I'm just, like I said many times on this podcast already, I am blessed to have so many different friends like that from many different circles and many different areas of my life. Friends in different states, friends in different cities, friends with different personalities and different upbringings and different things like that. And it's just, it's a beautiful thing. And it's one of the most beautiful things in my life because, I grew up with a family. I had a stepdad, I have a sister. I had my mom, I had aunts, uncles. But family didn't really do much for me. Like a lot of my cousins, like my, extended cousins were always living their own lives, worried about their own things, and I found that, my friends became my family and I would do anything for them. Anything, dude. And it taught me a love that I didn't understand. First I didn't understand why these people meant so much to me, but then I realized it was because they show me true love and I show them true love, and we don't expect anything from each other. Like, and it's one of the most beautiful experiences that I've been able to have in this existence. Because there's a lot of different things, that we experience. The way music makes us feel, the way, romantic love makes us feel, the way, the stresses of life and the stresses of work and money and all these things. But the fact that you can have people in your life that just accept you for who you are and love you for being you. Like, you don't have to be anybody else but you. Is one of my favorite things in this life, and I would do anything for, my friends, you know, and I'm just super grateful for them, and I hope you guys are too for your friends, and I hope if you realize that your friends aren't helping you meet your emotional needs or contributing, things to help you become the best version of yourself, or vice versa, if you're treating your friends like shit and you haven't realized it until somebody called you out or anything like that, I hope you guys can do what you need to be the best version of yourself, to help the people around you become the best version of themselves, so you can create the best version of the reality that is around you, because you are in control of it. And on that note, that's all I have for today. I'm gonna keep a lot of these podcasts short and sweet, just kind of me rambling, me going off. Probably cry, probably laugh, and I just hope you guys stick around and hear more. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. And I just hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, whenever you hear this. Um, yeah. Peace, love, and light to all of you guys.